Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Matt Nicholas. I'm Regional Sales Manager in the New England Territory, and today I'm going to be talking to you a little about the micro torque and using it for air proofing. Traditionally, we have clutch tools and we have pneumatic clutch tools. So what are those doing in order to detect torque? So for something like this here, generally what I want to be doing is going to 1 inch-pound for this example. So if we have a pneumatic driver or a clutch spring driver, what's the difference there? We are going to 1 inch-pound and we want to shut off when we do that. So what is the issue with a traditional pneumatic drive? So let's say we have an example like here where we're not coming in fully flush. Okay, there we go. If you look down here, we can see that we went to our torque specification accurately. We did tighten to 1 inch-pound. It only took us 300 degrees to get there. The only problem that arises is our joint would technically not be tightened at all. So what I'm trying to show here is that these tools are typically only smart enough to listen to the amount of torque that is dynamically output here. So how can we ensure that we're not only going to torque with these smart tools, but also making sure that we build repeatable clamp loads? So if we go ahead, we have our torque and angle trace right here, we can go about seeing that. And now I need to build out a program that is going to catch those things. Now this example here, which has been air-proofed to catch this, I'm going to activate that. So how we have done that here is within our tightening steps, we not only have torque steps, but we have angle steps. So based upon the degrees of angle that it takes to tighten this, that is how we're going to start to get a much more repeatable process. So this is the program I'm going to be pushing because we are expecting certain angle limits in order to help us ensure that we not only build torque, but we did it in the right amount of degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Okay, we've released our screw. Once again, I'm going to try to go for another cross thread and see if it gives me a green light again. So here we get an NOK. We have our error report. Let's try it again. So that's what we were looking for. So right there, once again, we hit 1, but it read torque high. So in this scenario, we've now air-proofed it out, and we're looking for a specific amount of torque that should be in that initial rundown. But that's not going to stop us from still getting our greens, because now if we did it properly, we're going to start with a soft start angle that allows us to ease into that tightening process and look for cross thread before moving into a faster angle stage and then slowing down for final torque. Very slow engagement, and then we actually start our rundown process. So we checked for cross thread before we even started. Now we're running our torque down. And there we have a successful tightening where not only have we gone torque, but we landed within our angle window, and we can now start to evaluate even further as to how we optimize our tighten to torque portion where we go to torque.